Past continuous tense. Structure of past continuous tense is subject plus was verb plus verb first form plus ing plus object. Example: I was studying, he was playing, they were eating. I was studying for my exam when you called. He was playing soccer when it started to rain. She was cooking dinner when he came home. They were watching a movie when we arrived. We were having a meeting when you walked in. They were shopping for groceries when the store closed. We were planning a trip when the agency called. You were making breakfast when I woke up. I was writing an email when the power went out. He was studying for his test when I saw him. She was taking a nap when he came home. He was reading a book when she arrived. You were listening to music when I called. She was washing the dishes when the phone rang. I was tidying up the room when my parents came home. We were having a party when the police came. They were playing video games when we went to bed. You were walking in the park when it started to rain. He was talking to his friend when she came in. She was preparing for her presentation when he arrived. The negative form of past continuous tense. Subject plus be was verb plus not verb plus ing plus object. I was not studying for my exam when you called. She was not cooking dinner when he came home. He was not playing soccer when it started to rain. You were not listening to music when I called. She was not taking a nap when he came home. He was not reading a book when she arrived. They were not watching a movie when we arrived. We were not having a meeting when you walked in. I was not writing an email when the power went out. They were not shopping for groceries when the store closed. I was not tidying up the room when my parents came home. She was not washing the dishes when the phone rang. You were not walking in the park when it started to rain. She was not preparing for her presentation when he arrived. They were not playing video games when we went to bed. You were not making breakfast when I woke up. He was not studying for his test when I saw him. We were not having a party when the police came. He was not talking to his friend when she came in. We were not planning a trip when the agency called. Next, the interrogative form of past continuous tense. Here the structure was verb plus subject plus verb plus ing plus object. Were you studying for your exam when I called? Was she cooking dinner when he came home? Was she taking a nap when he came home? Was he reading a book when she arrived? Were you making breakfast when I woke up? Were we having a party when the police came? Was he talking to his friend when she came in? Were you listening to music when I called? Were we having a meeting when you walked in? Were they watching a movie when we arrived? Were we planning a trip when the agency called? Was he studying for his test when you saw him? Was he playing soccer when it started to rain? Was she washing the dishes when the phone rang? Was I tidying up the room when my parents came home? Were they shopping for groceries when the store closed? Was she preparing for her presentation when he arrived? Were you walking in the park when it started to rain? Were they playing video games when we went to bed? Last is interrogative form of past continuous tense. The two structure is here. Was verb plus subject plus not plus verb ing plus object, or wasn't or weren't plus subject plus not plus verb plus object. Was he not reading a book when she arrived? Was she not taking a nap when he came home? Were you not making breakfast when I woke up? Were we not having a party when the police came? Were you not listening to music when I called? Was she not cooking dinner when he came home? Were they not watching a movie when we arrived? Were we not having a meeting when you walked in? Was he not studying for his test when you saw him? Was she not washing the dishes when the phone rang? Were they not shopping for grocery when the store closed? Was I not tidying up the room when my parent came home? Were you not walking in the park when it started to rain? Was she not preparing for her presentation when he arrived? Were they not playing video games when we went to bed? Were we not planning a trip when the agency called? Was I not writing an email when the power went out? Was he not talking to his friend when she came in? Was he not playing soccer when it started to rain? Were you not studying for your exam when I called? The rules of past continuous tense. The past continuous tense, also known as the past progressive tense, is used to describe an action that was in progress at the specific time in the past. It is used to talk about an action that was happening at the specific point in the past, and also to describe an action that was in progress but was interrupted by another shorter action in the past. It can also be used to describe two actions that were happening at the same time. It is formed by using the past tense of verb to be, was, were, the present participle ing of the main verb. The structure of past continuous tense is formed by using the past tense of verb to be, which is was verb, the present participle ing of the main verb. I was studying. He was playing, they were eating. It is important to note that the subject of the sentence determines which forms of to be is used. Was is used for singular subject, I, he, she, it. Were it used for plural subject, you, were, they. So to make a complete sentence in past continuous tense, you can use the following structure. Subject, was, were, present participle form of main verb, the rest of the sentence. Example: I was studying for my exam when my parents came home. He was playing soccer when it started to rain. They were eating dinner when the phone rang. So the past continuous tense is formed by combining past tense of to be verb with present participle ing form of the main verb.